Hey, what's up guys, that's Snake here and I want to start the video. Before I even start the video, I just want to talk about this part. I really love this part. Oh yeah, and forgive the gameplay. You're gonna see me fail a lot of here. You know, I played this back in the day like 100 times before. I'm just not getting, I just didn't, this is pretty much, I would say my first time, but it's been a while since I played the game on the PS4 for a while, so, you know, this part is simple. I don't know why, I just fucking failed at this part. I didn't die. I was just not hitting the damn motorcycles right for some damn reason. But anyway, onward to the video. Oh yeah, this part is so iconic. Oh man, I can't stop thinking about the remake. What they're gonna do with this part. But anyway, onward to the video. Um, yeah. Yeah. Now talking about Mighty No.9, you know, the reviews are out. People. It's not even mixed. It's not really mixed reviews. It's actually just bad reviews. The game is really receiving super bad reviews. It's, you know, basically, you know, yeah, like this game is not really, you know, meeting. It's not really up to par with what people expected. Let's go back for a little bit on this whole project. Now, Kenji Inafune pretty much announced the Kickstarter of Mighty No.9. It's pretty much, Mighty No.9 is supposed to be a spiritual successor to Mega Man. And you know, fans was excited to the fact that the main creator was going to go back, pretty much was going to bring back, well at least spiritually bring back Mega Man. You know, so you know when he did show off, you know, the concept art, it looked very close to, you know, what fans realized, just not in Mega Man form, but in Mega Man spirit. There's some gameplay which I remember when the Kickstarter was announced. You know, I was pretty excited. I of course didn't donate money, but then again, I won't say I'm a die-hard Mega Man fan. I do love the games, I'm not a die-hard, but I do feel what die-hard fans are feeling with the current situation. Because when they did announce, like I believe back in 2013, I believe, or 2011. No, 2013. You know, there was a lot of fan love with that. You know, fans was pouring, you know, was basically showing all they love, and even giving their love, which quote unquote their money, to their to the Kickstarter project. But then let's fast forward later. You know, they showed us a little bit of gameplay. It brought back a lot of memories for a lot of people. Basically, this is that Mega Man game that we've been wishing for the longest, that Capcom couldn't give out. Now let's fast forward again, and you know, fast forward to now. Mighty No.9 is pretty much a fail. Now, I think the reasons why it failed was simply because the ambitions that that the creator had, Kenji Inafune, had with not only just with this game but with other projects that he was doing. Now, this is not demonstrating. I'm just saying, like, he was very dumb for doing these type of stuff. Now, first, I think he done his Kickstarter for the anime, which I think that was cool. You know, it was getting a whole anime, which I'm like cool. That's live. But then, you know, months later, you know, a whole bunch of delays happened. A few delays happened with what the hell is going on with this game. Then, you know, then the announcement of the fact that the game was going on multiple platforms with that small independent team. And I was thinking to myself, well, hopefully they got some people that they know that they can port the game over on these many consoles. I think platforms, because I believe it was coming on. I think it was coming on PS4, Xbox One, PS3, 360, PC, Wii U, 3DS, and Vita. Now, I believe like 7 platforms. I think it was mobile too. I'm not sure. But yeah, on 7 platforms, I believe. I think I probably counted wrong. I don't know. But on these many platforms, with a small team stretching this game out on many platforms, I think that was another mistake there. Then on top of that, not only the many delays, then also he was Kenji Inafune was trying to start a project on Red Ash, which was supposed to be a Mega Man Mega Man X spiritual successor, and look what happened. Basically, yeah, it's just the fact that instead of letting Mighty No.9, coming out with Mighty No.9, and then wait till the sales come in and then work on the project, he immediately went back to Kickstarter with a game that he's still working on to get started on another project. And I heard some more gunshots. That's why I hate living here in Gary. The gunshots are a little bit too frequent now. Anyway. Yeah, but he pretty much had his own head of his ass, and then I believe he was doing something with Microsoft too. Also, he was making a game with Microsoft. They made a deal with Microsoft, some type of game they making. So basically, he had Red Ash. Then they had Mighty No.9. Now, no, first had Mighty No.9, Red Ash, and his other project with Microsoft. Now, bear in mind, it's still Mighty No.9. They're still going to be released on multiple platforms, and it really made. And this is where I felt that Kenji Inafune should have at least stuck to the original idea. Just focus on the game itself. At least, even though I would love the fact that the game would release on multiple platforms, but if the money was good enough, I'd rather for them to release it on 1 or 2 platforms. Focus on that. Then make sure the game was polished. Then when the game was received well enough, as far as the sales, then you could port it over to other platforms. I think Kenji Inafune stretched himself too thin with the project, and it's quite sad to see a crowdfunding project from fans that was crying and bleeding their money onto the project, and the game is complete flop. And and the whole frame rate issues thing, as part of the game performing bad, as far as the frame rate and stuff, I do believe it was a simple fact that the game was more ambitious than it should be. Basically, it was going on multiple platforms from one small team that had multiple platforms, and that was a big mistake by Kenji Inafune. I wish that he could have just stayed on one platform. Now, never mind, this game is using Unreal Engine 3. It's using Unreal Engine 3, not 4, because I've seen games, game with Unreal Engine 4 run at 1080p, 60 frames per second with no problem, especially a game of that scale. Especially a side-scrolling game like that. Hell, even some big AAA games that was run 1080p 60 frames per second with very little problems on this console. And these were like big AAA games that I didn't see no frame rate issues with. Not too many frame rate issues with. So why did a game using Unreal Engine 3, Unreal Engine 3, pretty much an outdated engine, running this bad on more powerful machines? That's a question I'm still kind of slumped. That I'm still like, why? You know what I'm saying? Because it's not the system's fault. It's really the creator and his team's fault, because it's just the fact that this is, sadly, this has been added onto one of the Kickstarter failures list. Hold on, I'm trying to check something real fast. Okay. Yeah. So now this is gonna be an example. Now this game is gonna be an example for Shenmue 3 and Bloodstain. Now Bloodstain is pretty much a Castlevania spiritual successor. The original developers are behind it. Basically, both Shenmue 3 got. Both Shenmue 3 and Bloodstain have both original developers behind it. It just shows you the fact that even with crowdfunding, even with the fans, even with the original people involved, something can fuck up badly. So let's just hope that, you know, Yu Suzuki and the creator of Blust, you know, and the creator of Castlevania pretty much keep people learn this lesson and basically to not do it now. So far, there's been some controversy with Shenmue 3, but so far what they've been showing, it seems like Shenmue 3 is on the right track so far. It seems like the Yu Suzuki not stretching himself thin too much as far as, you know, he's going to be concentrated on just 2 platforms so far. Bloodstained, I don't know how many platforms. I think it's going to be on PC, but I think it will be on PS4 and Xbox One, I believe. But, you know, hopefully, you know, I really do hope that, you know, Bloodstained and Shenmue 3 is going to be one of the rare video game Kickstarter games that reach a very well success as far as, you know, pleasing fans of the series and stuff like that, because, you know, these are the last 2 hopes for Kickstarter crowdfunding, because, you know, especially with the Wii. I remember what happened with the Wii. That was, at first, a lot of people that was praising it because it was supposedly, you know, supposed to be, you know, a console made for developers, a console made for gamers, and look what happened. Oh Lord. But Mighty No.9 should be a big lesson to other Kickstarter to other Kickstarter games, crowdfunding games. Yeah, as far as me, I'm really hoping, as far as a big Shenmue fan, I really am hoping that Shenmue 3 is going to be one of the more bigger. It's going to be a big success, because, you know, I didn't put money down, but I really hope as a fan that which Shenmue 3, I'm going to talk about that in another video. But as far as me, I really hope Shenmue. I really hope that Yu Suzuki looks at Mighty No.9 and be like, okay, we don't want to end up like them. Let's keep concentrating on just creating this game. Keep making sure we're not stressing ourselves too thin. You know, the demand for the money was kind of high. But anyway, but hopefully, you know, Yu Suzuki fulfills, you know, really pulls through with us, because we need it. As far as Kickstarter fans, you know, as far as fans in general, we need it. Because so far, it's just been like flop after flop after flop because of these Kickstarter games. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna have for you guys for today. I'll catch you on the next video. And yeah, to tell me what y'all think. I do think that Kenji Inafune was stretching himself a little bit too thin with this project. I do believe that he made the project more ambitious than it should be, than it should have been. Yeah, basically, you know, when we first received the game, it was like, oh man, this game looked good. Then now it's like, what the fuck happened? But anyway, that's, I really don't think it's the system's fault. I just saw my friend, but I understand it's not the system's fault, because that game is run on pretty much on an outdated engine. It should run the game. It should run the game with no problem. So to me, I don't think it's the system. It's just, I don't know what the hell I guess their programmers sucked, because I've seen better games run. I've seen games that run better, and these were bigger, ambitious games that ran better than Mighty No.9. That's done from a small indie team. But anyway, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. You show me what y'all think about this, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.